Good evening, Central Indiana. Welcome to JTH Construction Studio, where tonight we have a bunch of lovely ladies in here with us. Fair queens and princesses from recently and years past. Yes. Yes. So we'll get to that momentarily. Let me talk about my sponsors once again. Oh yeah, I gotta fix this because they're gonna be watching the page up there the entire time. So I'm gonna fix that.
You can still see his computer.
Yeah,
Lucky. Well, here's...
It's a mess in here tonight. They've got me befuddled. So here we go. All right, we are live in JTH Construction Studio. Get a hold of Joe for all your construction needs. 765-913-8599. American Basement Solutions, Mr. Larry Ralph Sr., 1-877-409-2837. Fathom Real Estate, Teresa Messmer, 765-341-8911. Wellsprings, Teresa Messmer's on with us right now. Wellsprings, Bob Goodrum, 765-346-6661. Hello, Teresa. The Yard Barber, Andrew Payton. Get a hold of Andrew at 765-315-4108, and you'll need him after this torrential rain we had in our grass will grow. Wayman's Furniture Appliance Mattress. Get a hold of Mark Wayman at 765-342-4339. Shop local, please. Livewire, Tommy Walls Electrical Consulting, 765-792-4012. Stead's Comfort System. Give Caleb Stead a call at 765-346-0195. Logan's Cosmos, 765-318-3388. Let's not forget our gals down at Hometown Nutrition, Martinsville. Protein shakes, iced coffee, boosted teas, and smoothies, 765-315-0738. Creek, Cedar Creek, if you missed yesterday's show, Carrie Underwood Tribute Band and the Shania Twain, you missed a good show. And before we get to the girls, I want to say Cedar Creek is off until the 24th, when you have Barracuda, a Heart Tribute Band, and Crush, a Bon Jovi Tribute Band. And now, without further ado, we're going to turn it over to Daphne Whitmire, all the way from Castleton, Indiana. How was your drive down?
It was good.
It's a long drive now.
It's all right. It's always good to be back in Morgan County. So
465 shut down on the south side.
it is. I had to go through town, but it was all right. I'm here.
You made it, and I feel bad. If I'd have known that, we would have had it at 7 and not at 8. But normally, like Sunday nights in the winter, 7's fine, but 8, everybody's out. Everybody's out still doing stuff. Rain doesn't matter, and so that's why 8 o'clock's a little better for you.
Not a problem.
So you have past winners in here. You yourself were a contestant. There you go. There's Jamie. How's Jamie? Hi, ladies. Good luck this weekend. Thanks, Jamie. You were a past contestant. How long ago?
Well, I started participating in this pageant probably in 96 or 97. I was a 10-year 4-H'er, and it was the fair is part of my life, and I was in the pageant in a few years and didn't do as well as I wanted to, and my mom convinced me one last time to give it a whirl because it was the fair's 50th anniversary.
Macy's got friends on here. Tammy says hi, Macy.
So, so I was actually crowned queen in 1999.
Well, congratulations.
Which was 25 years ago almost. So
Morgan County Fair Queen in 1999?
yes.
Wow. And now you're back.
I'm back.
As a director?
Yes.
Of the Queen Contest. Hello, Mike. And can you introduce these two, and then we'll introduce them, then we'll start to talk about them a little bit, but I want to get back to what's going on.
Absolutely. We have our princess, Maisie Crone, and then we have our queen, Alyssa Etter.
Hello, ladies.
Hello.
I remember seeing you guys win. I was there that night. I have no video proof of that, but I was there. I promise you. So, Saturday night, the big night.
Saturday afternoon.
Saturday afternoon.
We're going, we're having our pageant a little bit earlier because the new queen will go to the concert that night. So we wanted to get her crowned and get her working right away. So it will be Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock at Mooresville High School.
Joyce says hello to me. Saturday afternoon, and the new winner gets to go to the concert?
Yep, right away.
What about the former winners? Do they?
We'll see what can happen.
I'm thinking the former winners, as an overall, need free passes just to everything at the fair. I mean, they're representing I'm trying.
I know you're trying.
I've got friends on the fair board. I'm messaging them next
Yeah.
and say, look,
Well,
they should be able to wear their sash and walk in and say, hey, 2022, what's up?
Well, maybe I'll dig mine out from '99.
There you go.
There
Why
we go.
not?
So.
They should have a night on the stage with all the pageant winners of years that are still around.
And I tried to do that, actually. We had, in fact, Alyssa's grandma, that was kind of historic last year because her grandma was a queen 60 years from when Alyssa was crowned.
Wow.
So I think that's
That's
first.
been a minute.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think that is the first grandma-granddaughter duo we have. We have a couple sisters that were queens a few years back, but I think that's the first granddaughter grandma.
That's magnificent.
Aunt and niece too.
Yeah,
Right.
I think we've had some aunt and nieces. I actually just went through all the names last night. We try to get old queens to come by, so if anybody's listening and wants to come by, just get in touch with me and we'll treat you like royalty.
Again. So Ashley says hello, sweet Macy. Joyce, thank you. I think that's a good idea. Nicole, yes I am. Can't complain tonight. Beautiful ladies, I agree. So how many contestants? First of all, is there just 2 groups this year? Or do what do they call it? The little gals. They used to do that.
There will be a Miss and Mister competition later during the actual fair.
Okay.
We can look at the fair schedule and I can get that time for you. But we a few years ago, the state fair had changed the rules on who could be that state fair queen, and they made that be 18. And due to it's an actual job interview at this point where the queen becomes an employee of the state of Indiana and the Indiana State Fair.
Really?
So you have to be 18.
Do you get paid?
You do.
And you get a car for the summer.
Really? You got all that?
I didn't win Indiana State Fair Queen.
Oh.
No, that went to Miss Hancock County.
So you're getting all sorts of love. So the state fair winner gets all this, but because you're applying at the county level, you have to fill the role and be able to do it. So all you have to apply and everything.
Right.
Wow.
It's one big job interview.
But that's kind of, it puts it in a harsh way though. It's like you don't get the job, you get out. You don't get the job.
Well, you're still county royalty, and we still treat you very well.
That's
here in Morgan
true.
County.
That's true. All right, so that's interesting. I did not know that.
So the state changed the rules a few years ago, but that still left out because back when I was in it, it was 16 to I believe 21.
Right.
So we still wanted to have something for the girls that were in that 16. I think our contest goes 15, basically freshmen in high school.
15 to 17.
Yes, 15 to 17 for princess. We wanted them to be in high school, and again, not only to be the princess, but they're also starting to get those interview skills and that poise and things that you need to as you start getting out into the world.
Right. That's good for them.
So then it also prepares them to run for queen later.
Right. So Saturday, how many queen contestants do you have, and how many princess contestants?
We have 6 queen contestants and 7 princess.
Okay, so a decent crowd, 13. And where's it being held at again this year?
Mooresville High School in the auditorium.
Oh, it's up at Mooresville this year.
We're rotating around. We actually have girls from all over the county. So we're trying to reach out more, and Mooresville High School has been great to work with.
Right. So you've already had stuff going on, correct?
Yes, we've been doing workshops again. We try to just get the girls feeling comfortable as possible, getting to know each other. I think that's really important to get to know these girls that you might not know from other parts of the county. And
Right.
we've just and I think now with technology, again, back when I was in it 30 years ago, we didn't have all the Snapchat or the group text and stuff. So they've been really good about getting together with each other and sharing videos of how to walk and or texting us saying, hey, what do you think about this outfit? I know these 2 girls, Alyssa and Macy, have been great working with girls.
Well, before you got here, they were telling me a little bit all the stuff they're involved with, and it's kind of taxing. There's a lot of things they have to be involved with fair-wise, and I think it even picks up more this year.
Yes, it's going to be a really busy week. I actually just did the schedule for the girls. Unfortunately, these girls aren't going to be on that schedule this year. But
there's some disappointment in that. I'm just throwing that out there. We discussed this before you got here. Both of them are like,
It is very
Bummer.
bittersweet when you have to give up that crown, but like I said, we'll always treat them like royalty.
They don't really give it up.
You don't really give
I
it up.
mean, they will forever be Queen and Princess of Morgan County Fair 2022.
Correct.
That's why I'm like, there should be some sort of like.
We try.
There
Like,
should be some
I
sort of
will say-
legacy thing where they get.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Am I not trying, ladies? A for effort.
Well, that's part of it too, and then they come back into the community to give back. So that's
Right.
really what they're wanting. Like I said, I've been all around the Midwest and different places, but I do always still try to come back and give back to Morgan County.
You've been involved with pageants, many places, correct?
I judge just the county, the fair circuit, statewide,
Okay.
and I also know about how and help our queen usually get ready for state fair.
There's a lot that goes into that, doesn't it, ladies?
Yes.
All right. Can I turn to them for a minute?
Absolutely.
Miss Etter, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Can I talk to your princess first and then get back to you?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I wanted to go through the queen and ask that. Macy Crone, and you're I'm good, dear. Thank you. How are you?
Good. How are you?
You're I'm happy to be here tonight. You're related to the rest of the Crones in the county, correct?
Yeah.
Big family, lots of support.
Yes.
What was the driving force from you about running for a pageant of any level? Had you done it before?
So at first I did the fall foliage pageant, and I don't know. Ever since I was little, I've always had like I've always looked
Every
up
girl's dream
yes,
is to do that,
yes.
right?
You always
Put a crown
you always
on
look
it.
up and you're like, God, I want to be her. But that's what really drove me to it, and I don't know. I just love it.
Yeah.
I love being out there with the community.
Training, all the stuff you guys got to do. There's a lot more to it than what you thought,
There's definitely a lot more to it than what people think. Some people just think that it's a beauty contest and you're just up there.
You show up, wave, and you
yeah,
win. That's not what it is.
Some people just think you walk in your gown and it's like, okay, here's your crown. Like, here you go. No, it's definitely a lot more than that. It definitely starts early in the morning, and you have practices before the pageant, even before the day of the pageant. You go through interviews and you go through what you're gonna walk, what you're gonna say. Like it goes through a lot of stuff other than just walking and showing it.
So you're the princess this year.
Yes.
So next year you can run as a queen.
So you have to be 18.
That's right. I'm size 10 correct.
I'll be 17 on August 6th.
So you
I
can't
won't make
run
the
as
cutoff.
princess again, though.
No.
Oh, see, I think you should be able to defend your title.
Yeah, no,
That'll make
I
for some
can't. I can't
fun.
run for another 2 years.
Oh, bummer. So
Yeah.
she's out for 2 years.
But she'll have 2 years to prepare.
Are you going to do that?
I am actually doing a pageant in July for Miss Indiana, USA.
Well, there you
I
go.
don't know what it is through USA, but
Miss Indiana, I don't know what it is. So that's not. You're off to not a good start.
I'll study it. I promise.
Right.
I'll study it.
All right, and now last year's Morgan County Fair queen, Melissa Etter, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Are you bittersweet? Is this Saturday? It's going to come to an end.
Yes, I
Has
love.
it hit yet?
Not really. I love going to different events and meeting all the new people. Like during the summer last year, I went to all different like counties and watched all their pageants, and I loved meeting the new girls that were also 2022 county fair queens, because we'll always have that one thing in common.
Right.
That was a lot of fun.
And I'll ask you the same question. At what point in time in your life did you, were you a little girl also put the queen crown on and everything? Did you always think that?
No,
Always want
so
to do it?
I always looked up to all the other fair queens, like as I was growing up through 4-H. But actually, like 2 years ago, my mom forced me to do it.
Connie!
But I'm so glad she did, because it definitely got me out of my comfort zone. I used to be so shy 2 years ago.
You have to come out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
I mean, that just from watching, and I remember working with Jody on the fall foliage and the fair queen. They push you to come out
It's
of your.
not easy.
Yeah, Hannah, I remember it was uncomfortable for her, especially what she had going on in her life, but she really had to get out of it. And by the end of the night, she was in tears when she'd won, because it's not easy.
I cried.
Yeah.
I definitely
I've got
cried.
that on camera somewhere, I promise you. So, either one of you, but you both can answer this. What was your favorite part as you wind down the year here? A favorite part of being the queen and or the princess here?
Going to all the events, every single step of the way, it was fun for me.
You're talking fair or overall?
Overall, fair,
Yeah.
everything.
My favorite parts definitely have to be traveling to different counties. The fair week, of course. Definitely doing the demo of the Battle of the Barns. Like the queens get to run through that and do the course.
See, I didn't go to it last year. We normally film it.
Yes, I love
normally
Battle
go
of the
live.
Barns, and being able to do that was so much fun.
I
don't know if Macy was on my team, but my team won.
I was on your team. We won. We won together.
People have no. Did we go last year? People have no idea how fun that night is.
Yes.
It is so
and
fun.
The kids love it.
We had pink camo shirts.
My mom, we all had matching
Hello, Teresa.
shirts.
Hello, Casey. So the Battle of the Barns. Are you guys going to be in it this year? Can you be in it this year?
I can't.
I can do it because I'm in 4-H.
Yeah.
You have to be a
Oh.
4-H'er.
So you're not in 4-H?
No.
And they don't have a former queen princess
Tell
team.
my mom I'm gonna be in 4-H next year.
There's a lot coming on.
I wanted to say Queen's Day was also very much fun.
What's Queen's Day?
So it's when all of the county
Freddie
queens
Mercury
get to
show
go
up and you guys sing, or what?
we get to go to the state fair. All the county queens go to the state fair and meet.
Statewide.
Yes.
Okay.
For
Not
one
local.
day, and we get to walk around and introduce ourselves, and we get to go on a ride around the fair and a bunch of wagons, and it's just kind of like our day to like. That's when everyone can like see all the county queens that'll be. ready
State
for
fair is
state
so massive, though. And to me, it's, I don't know, I like the small town feel of our fair. And some people are like, oh, there's nothing there. Well, then go somewhere else. Go spend $900 at the state fair. I'm not being mean, but
Right.
it is what it is, you know.
They got like $3 Tuesday, Thursday. It's one of them days.
That would be $2 Tuesday.
Oh.
But that's also Taco Tuesday, and I'm not missing
Yeah.
it. So, as I ask, is it hit yet? This is it. You got, what, 6 days
6
now?
days.
Yeah, I think here lately it's definitely because I just like it's over.
Yeah.
Like I felt like we did a lot those few weeks that our fair was 2 weeks whenever we did it, and we went to all the other counties to watch their pageant. So like we were involved very much, and now it's just like our last
were
thing that we're
involved a
gonna do.
lot,
Like this
but
is it.
It doesn't feel like we were involved a lot. Like
No,
it feels like
I
it just
agree,
went
but I'm
by.
saying like it went.
Yeah.
It was a
Mhm.
long time that we were going in it because it was the 2 week state fair.
I'm gonna do a little plug right here.
Let's plug. Let's hear it.
Everyone should follow Miss Morgan County on Instagram because you get to follow along with the Queen's journey.
Yep.
And
definitely
if
make
you're
sure
an
to
old
post
person
most
like
things.
me, you can also follow us on Facebook because I do that.
No, hang on a minute. I heard something hit home here. It's only on Instagram? Is that what you said?
I run the Instagram and Daphne runs the Facebook.
So the kids can go to Instagram, but us old folks have to go to Facebook.
You
can
go-
join
That's what I heard. But I have an Instagram and a Facebook page, so
I'm proud of you.
Make sure to
thank
follow
you.
us.
You're
And a
welcome.
TikTok and a Snap and all that. So, but I mean, so you can follow it on either Instagram or
Yes.
Facebook. Okay, and the whole journey is going to be documented.
Mine was, and hopefully the new queen does that too.
Very cool. I did not know that. You'll get a porch time request to be friends or follow or whatever.
Sounds
is on
great.
that page. That's good stuff.
And I also try to reach out to former queens that way too.
Yeah. See, I think that's important because 60. Who was your relative 60 years ago?
And
That's
last year we also
crazy.
had the 50. I have made it since I became involved again.
You had some
with the
people on stage
yeah.
last year.
Yes.
Yes.
I have tried to get us more involved, especially if the women are here locally. I have really good support from some girls, and so I have one. I think she was 1996. She sponsored a prize for the queens this year, so I do kind of keep a little group and kind of keep tabs on everyone to try to just keep the legacy going, because I think it is. Alyssa is talking about how it went so fast and everything, but you do still have those memories. Even I always like to talk to the queen that has the 50 or the 60, and they when you say, do you still have pictures? Oh yes, I have pictures, and they can still tell you the stories.
That's awesome.
And that's one thing we'll have on display on Saturday. We'll have I have pictures from former queens up. Some fairs they have like a wall of queens, but we can't do that right now. But I do still have the pictures, and I last night was doing my spreadsheet, and I had to type Alyssa's name as now part of
Former.
the former
Yes.
queen.
weird.
So,
That's harsh.
but I am very happy to welcome her into the sisterhood, and she's not going away. I'll find her.
I was
so
going to
she can help
say,
me
I
out.
mean, here's an
Yeah.
opportunity for you. As of Saturday, you'll be a former. Not until you pin the crown on the next young lady's head, you're still the queen.
Yes.
But as you move into queen retirement stage, at what, 21, 20, 19?
I'm 19.
19,
yes.
yeah. 19 years old. This is your opportunity to create, like, help Daphne create the bond that keeps bringing the other queens back from find out who the oldest living one is and all, you know, on down the line and things like that. I think
My
that-
grandma's getting there.
there you go. So you've got the ties to the past, and then there's your future in 2 years. So you're good. So, we're having fun with this. They were nervous when they came in here.
I was
Till I
I
showed
was shaking.
till I did this. I just thought it was funny. Then they're like, "Oh, we leave that up."
They like to look at themselves.
Well, yeah. See, you guys look good. You good? Okay.
Yeah, I don't like seeing
guys.
it.
Queens that don't like seeing it, come on. So let me ask you this: after the Fair Queen, are you involved with the fall foliage also?
I am not,
Okay.
just because that pageant's newer to me, and like I said, I live in Castleton. I was a 10-year 4-H'er, and that's really where my passion
That's
is.
where your heart is.
I'm an attorney now, but I still grasp my 4-H roots. I still think that's very important. In fact, my kids are in Morgan County 4-H because it is such an important aspect of my life.
Well, it's funny you said 4-H because I have this one will be back in here Wednesday night. By the way, we're going to have individuals from the fair 4-H board. You know, Mr. Brock's coming in, Alyssa's coming in. I don't know who else is coming in, but every week up to the fair, we're going to have people in at least once a week discussing different topics about the fair and things like. There's Lily. So it's going to be a fair loaded June. It's shocking to me because I was on late Friday. I went on air, talked about the concert at Cedar Creek yesterday. Next Saturday's concert at the pre-fair concert, which these ladies are going to get in. But we'll get backstage somewhere. And then before you know it, it's 4th of July. I'm involved with that committee and parade and stuff. And then you get 4th of July concerts, and then fair's here that week. That's crazy. It's way early, but I'm glad. I like it like that.
We need it early for the 4-Hers. It's been just such a scramble to get to state fair.
Well, State Fair did us wrong for a few years,
Yeah.
I think. And I'm not knocking them. They have to do it. They're doing it for their reasons, but they kept bumping us back, and it was cutting into our kids' 4-H. From Friday was gone, then Thursday was gone,
Right.
then Wednesday was gone. People were showing up Monday and Tuesday, and the animals that aren't coming Wednesday. Everything was gone.
Right.
It was empty. That hurts everybody involved at our fair.
Right.
So had to make a decision. I'm glad they did. And I remember when we posted that date change, everybody was just really happy about the new time. They want their walking tacos. And I mean, that's what they want. So I mean,
The donuts are good too.
I was getting ready to say they probably want those donuts.
the ribeyes, the donuts, the tacos, the subs, the pizzas. We want it all. You understand?
I will
I
say
like
that-
the grilled cheeses.
Yeah.
Grilled cheese.
I will
grilled
say I
cheeses
have
are so
traveled
good.
to many county fairs. It's actually kind of one of my pastimes. When after I was out of 4-H and no longer a queen, I worked for the state legislature, so I got to travel to a lot of Indiana counties.
Who has the best food?
By far, we still have the best food.
I love our fair.
I do
Out
too.
of all the counties we went to, I love our fair. I
Yeah.
love this.
I agree.
So you guys had sampled food in other counties.
Yes.
Who has the best food tents or whatever they want to call it, booths?
I really like our fair is really great because we have the community booths. We don't have all the carnies and all the carnival foods. We actually have community booths that are working,
Right.
and you're seeing people that you know.
It's a social event.
Yes.
It is a massive social event.
And it's kind of, when I was growing up, it was kind of the end of summer kind of kickoff.
Yes.
We're going to the fair. We're getting, I mean, I had my projects I was doing, but you're also starting to see people that you haven't seen all summer. But now it's kind of going to be different. But I think it's going to be a good, different, new summer's just here, and we're gonna have a good time.
There's
And
gonna be a lot more to do at the fair this
Yeah.
year with livestock being on the same day as grandstand events. It's a whole day thing that you can stay at all day and just have many different events.
It's
to go
gonna
to.
it's gonna
was
go back
very-
to what it used to be.
It was very
Mhm.
dead last year, like in the middle of the day. I
Mhm.
feel like there will be
Let's
this
hope.
year.
You mentioned something about people you haven't seen. Always related to when I was in high school, football started, so we're
Okay.
practicing, and then we would get done with 2 days, and then your mind's not there, and you all of a sudden, fair's going on. It just started, so of course you're too tired to go over there, but you'd go over there and hang out a little bit. But back before then, they used to have food tents, if you
Right.
remember,
Yep.
and then they started building structures and making the different community groups take them over, which I love it. I love that. The different groups, and they've all stayed
Yep.
pretty much forever.
I think some of those booths have been there for as long as I
Donuts
can
have
remember.
been there. The
Yeah.
pizza's been there. Tacos,
Tacos.
the Morgantown ice cream. Then you got the sub shop.
Yep.
And cheese.
Lemon
and then
Shake-Ups.
Lemon shake up. And then the one, I don't know.
The Lions Club from Eminence.
Eminence Lions
Yeah.
Club, and then you've got the pork
Pork.
producers and the beef.
Yep.
Right down the line, and they've all stayed, and that's outstanding for the county, I think, and it's something that people look forward to. I always make a joke about this time of year. I go over there like the week after, and I'll take a picture of the taco stand and be like, "Where's it at? Why is this not all year?"
Yeah.
So we have fun with it.
Because they need volunteers to work those
They
stands.
do, and the
And
ladies
it's
at the
very
tacos,
hard.
they get on me every time when I go over there.
I will say, because I used to work the donut stand many, many years.
All right, then
And it is hard
You're in my
work.
crosshairs then. Like,
Yes.
you're gonna have to wait on the fair stuff.
Because one of the best things about being fair queen is I got out of my donut shifts that year. So
I'm a maple donut. I love chocolate. Don't get me wrong, but the maple donuts are the greatest thing.
That's
ever.
what I was about to say. The maple donuts are
Ever
so good.
greatest thing ever invented.
Yes.
Maple donuts. But I remember back in the day, their donuts were about this big, and they seem to have like Girl Scout cookies.
it's all changing suppliers.
So they are smaller. It's
They
just-
probably are. I will say my disclaimer is I have not worked in there
I want my
probably
maple
for
donuts,
15 years.
and I want to hold them under milk until they stop bubbling, and I enjoy them.
So are you volunteering to help the Kappa Sig girls a couple hours and fry some donuts?
If I help anyone, it has to be the Taco Girls, because I give Jody and Julie and the rest of them such a hard time over there.
You could go live in there and do like make a taco with me,
I can do that.
TikTok.
We could do that. You guys in the TikToks. This is not.
Hey, that's where it's at.
This does not do well on TikTok. Those ladies do well on TikTok.
Oh,
There's
you
a-
would be surprised.
I think we talked to the fair last year, and I got permission where I walked around to the food tents and went live. Did it 3 or 4 times, and they loved it. Well, they've already asked me this year to go back and do it again this year. Now they've given me the green line. They don't understand.
Oh,
I'm gonna push it, see what I can do. So yes, I'm going in the taco tent, and I'm gonna be like, we're gonna set up. You'd be surprised at how many people don't want to get filmed on air.
it's hot in those stands.
Well,
You're
I'm not
sweaty.
talking people that are working.
Oh,
they're
the people in that.
they're captured. They can't go anywhere. I've got them anyway. But the people that are eating and stuff, so you got to be careful.
Right.
You don't want to tick somebody off and turn them away. So it's kind of a thin ice, tight line there. But I would love to go in there, and the donut tent looks hot though.
It is very hot.
You don't
But I
want this
think
in
they
there
have-
sweating making donuts.
I think they have air conditioning now. I'm not for sure.
Really?
I have not. Like I said, it's been about
That's a
15
game
years.
changer then, if they got
Yeah.
air conditioning in there. Because I'll go in there and go live the whole night. But they don't have any trouble selling stuff though.
No.
Because that donut line, once they open the doors, it's out to the street.
Once it's to the cattle barn,
Yeah.
you're there for probably a good 30 minutes.
Everybody's saying at
Or
9:30
longer.
you run over there at 9:30 and jump in line, because
Yeah.
they're closing at 10. You got to get in line to get the donuts.
You gotta wake up
That's when the
bright and
line's
early.
like the longest. Starts
Hey.
getting
But you're hanging out at the fair, you're doing a social
Yeah.
thing. You're like, I'm leaving at 10. Got to go get in line for my donuts. So what's your favorite fair food, Macy?
Oh, the maple
Really?
donuts.
That's what I'm
Yes,
talking about.
they're so good.
Listen,
grilled cheese and then the green beans from the Lions tent.
really?
Mhm.
I do remember.
That's
your
kind of
green beans.
odd.
Hey, you
but
know that's a question they ask you in the pageant.
really?
What's your favorite fair food?
Can't give that away right
Oh well, that's
Well,
a little
maybe
hint.
they'll ask something different.
now. All right.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting to ask that question.
Well, they want you to know that you know your fair.
If they tune into Porch Time, they know every piece of food out there. Trust me.
Well, that's my question when I'm doing other pageants. I always say, I've never been to your fair. You're my tour guide.
Tell me
what we're going to do. And the most important thing, where's the best fair food?
Very cool. See, they've spoke about the Battle of the Barns, which is cool. The calf round at
Battle of
rodeos.
the Barns is always on the last Friday.
Yes. And for the people that do not know what the Battle of the Barns is, show up 6, 7,
I will tell
8.
you.
It's right at dark.
Yeah.
Show up Friday night over at between the hog.
9 o'clock show arena on Friday, July 14th.
Yeah. Show up over there at the show arena about 8:30, 9 o'clock. And
it gets packed though, so if you want to see, you better get there early.
We've covered it live a couple years.
Or bring your own. Yes.
It's a fun night. Well, ladies, we could sit and talk about food all night. It's fair. Maple donuts. You're so right
So
there.
good.
I normally get like a dozen maple and then 6 chocolate, and I munch on them throughout the week. There's no diet. There's no keto. There's no keto or nothing like that week.
Fair food does not count.
It's calorie free and low carb.
Yes, and you're supporting the community.
Thank you. You know, I tracked down the mix of the meat and the taco seasoning where they get it from and ordered it myself.
But it's not the same.
It's close. It's exactly what it is. I'm horrible. I did. That's good stuff, though.
It is good
If I
stuff.
figure
I
out
do
where they get the donut
enjoy
stuff. That's next. I'll be
a
making
taco
my own
stand taco.
My grandma son be dreaming of donuts tonight.
Just like 25 more days till you can get some.
Is it? It's. I thought it's sooner than that. What
It
is
might
today?
be. I don't know.
Tomorrow's the 12th.
I'm not good at math.
Me neither.
We start
7th.
Well, the 7th is when it officially kicks off.
So them tents will be open to the 6th. Them food joints are
No,
open.
it opens the 7th.
It opens the 7th, the evening of the 7th.
I bet you them food places will be open.
But
6.
if you want to see some really hardworking 4-Hers, you can go to the dog show the day before
There you
and
go.
see some really awesome golden retrievers.
So the food booths will be open probably because they got events going on.
Usually they don't for the shows, but
If you have that donut place open, I'll come there. Trust me, we will go live.
Hey, it is exactly 25 days until July 7th.
You were right on it.
Yeah.
What, she's the queen? Good
No,
guy.
it's because we have to know that for livestock. We got to make sure
Yep.
they're all good.
You're heavily involved in 4-H.
Yes.
What's your favorite thing about 4-H?
The shows.
Yeah.
I love working with the animals.
But there's so much hard work that goes up to that.
Yes.
This doesn't happen. Just like you said, you just don't walk out there in your gown and go, "I'm the queen."
Mm-hmm.
You just don't walk your cattle out there and go, "This is my cow."
Yeah, I'll be running everywhere.
What happens when a cow cuts loose?
Oh, God.
I mean,
Everyone's like,
I know. But what's funny is everyday folks like myself, they don't have to deal with the cows. We're like, okay, that's a 5,000-pound animal or whatever loose.
not that big, but
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like a car out of control.
yeah.
Don't get in its way.
Mhm.
And most of the people that are involved with 4-H are like, "Get back here!" I'm like, "Dude, what do you nonchalantly just go get it?" And they pay no attention to it.
Yeah.
Llamas, are they part of the 4-H?
they are.
Shields, Jack, or Karen and Brad, they had some. I don't know who else has llamas. There's a llama, like a llama rescue, isn't there?
I'm sure there is.
Alpacas.
Llamas and alpacas are really, they were just starting to take off when I was in 4-H. So I know that they dress them up. They do obstacle course.
They do that with goats too.
Yeah.
Yes, lots of goats, the alpacas look like hairy, tiny giraffes with their neck to me because like they got the longest neck. You know what I mean? It's just they're like a weird looking animal, but they're very docile, aren't they? They're very,
Yeah.
very.
Well, they can be mean, I think.
Really?
Have you ever heard of like llamas spitting?
Yeah, but I mean, camels spit on you, monkeys do worse.
Yeah.
I love monkeys.
But we do
Monkeys
have
are
a
so
queen
cute.
contestant. She
I
shows
agree.
llamas. So
Oh, you do.
yeah, so if you come on Saturday, she can probably answer all your questions.
What time again on Saturday at Mooresville High School?
1 o'clock. Doors are going to open at 12:30. Pageant starts at 1 o'clock. It's $5 per person, cash only, and enter in door 2. We're going to be in the auditorium.
And what time are you looking to crown the new queen? So just so these ladies know when it's.
When this
They'll be there though, of course.
Yeah, they're there. They're there about 9 o'clock that morning with me. We'll probably have her queen
3:00.
about 3 o'clock. I hope to be done by 3.
So a couple hours.
Yep. I don't know. It's going to be a really tough decision for these judges. We've got some really pretty awesome.
Do you want to name
ladies.
names yet, or can you?
Of judges?
Of contestants.
Oh, I can name the names.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's name the names of the princesses
Actually,
first.
I will let these girls be the princesses.
Okay.
And
One of these ladies is going to take your crown at the
Yep.
princess.
And then they will do the queens.
This princess.
You going first or my?
Here.
Let's go with the princesses first.
Okay.
All right. So we have Katherine Jackson as a princess.
And she's from Martinsville.
Yes, Sienna Alexander. She's from Monrovia. Brianna Hins. Oh, I'm so sorry.
From Mooresville.
Gracie. I'm so sorry.
Wonderlake.
Yes. Okay.
And Gracie is from Martinsville. Mooresville.
She went to Decatur. She goes to Decatur, but she's from.
I think she has a Martinsville address.
Morgan County address.
Yes.
Right.
Ellie Carroll. She's from Martinsville. Chloe Talcrook.
She's from Martinsville.
Fallon Conway from Martinsville.
Oh, wait. Let's see. Sorry.
And that's
Okay.
it for princesses.
All right. Let's who we got on the queen side of things.
Amanda Cole. Where's she from?
Martinsville.
Martinsville. Isabella Johnson.
Martinsville. I think. Sorry, Isabella.
Olivia Siebert. I think she's from Martinsville too. Maxine Cosat. She's from Mooresville. Mackenzie Schneider. She's from Monrovia. And Ainsley Louder. She's from Martinsville.
So only one from Monrovia. I didn't hear any Eminence girls this year.
No, we don't have any of them girls.
Wow.
So Mooresville, Martinsville, Monrovia is represented, and then maybe the Decatur girls kind of
She's on county line, I think.
went there by
Yeah.
Canby or something.
Yep, but she's a 4-H'er
Yeah, she's
in
a
Morgan
very
County
good
4-H.
Very cool. Are you excited?
I'm excited.
How long after Saturday, let's say it ends, and I know you work with the kids at Wynn, how long after that do you start planning for next year?
Well,
Almost immediately.
We'll go from there. Like I said, I've got 3 kids in 4-H, so we're going to be in fair mode for a little bit, and then we'll be getting our queen ready for state. I would say probably after state, which will be in January.
Oh, so you run all the way to January, and then it's time to start going again.
Yeah, so we'll probably start thinking about March. I think that's when we have a fair convention in January too, and kind of get some new ideas from other pageants and start opening up the applications. In March, getting girls interested, maybe do a call out meeting. Didn't get to do that this year just because we were on such a tight timeline once I took over. So yeah, probably March. But I'm always recruiting girls, trying to get them to be and stepping out of their comfort
And they
zone.
don't have to be in 4-H.
They do not have to be in 4-H.
Just a Morgan County resident.
And it's good to step out of your comfort zone.
All right, got to ask these ladies this as we get near the end here. What are you going to miss the most? And if there's some little gal out there right now watching, give her some inspiration to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna miss it all so much. I would do it all over again in a heartbeat. Yes. I'm gonna miss going to all the grandstand events, going to all the shows, and just handing out ribbons, and just when you give that ribbon to them and see the look on their face if they got champion, and you know what I mean? It's just a special moment. If there's a little girl out there, I would probably just say, you could definitely be this one day, and if you try, you can.
So follow your dreams.
Follow your whatever. If you think you can't, you can't. Even if people tell you.
Very cool.
You could be here one day.
Okay. All right, let's hear it.
Repeat your question one more time.
If there's a little gal out there watching right now, give her some inspiration or insight on what she can do to get there or move her along. And what are you going to miss the most?
Okay, I'll start with what I'm going to miss the most. So I love taking pictures of all the different events I go to, so I'm definitely going to miss that a lot.
That photo taken's in the family, though.
And then, so I love whenever little girls do come up to me, though, and they ask to get a picture, and I'm always like, do you want to wear the crown? And then I get to take pictures of them with the crown on, and they love that so much. But I'd probably say to them, your biggest person that puts you down is probably yourself.
Right.
So don't let yourself put you down.
Well, you guys, did you understand that you became role models long before you won? Just as contestants, you're role models because the night of the contest on Saturday, the little younger ladies sitting in the crowd, they're watching your every move.
I remember being a little girl, and it was whenever Joyce Sheldon was going up against in, I think, 2012.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember sitting at the, like, in the seats, and I was like, that one day.
Right,
Yeah.
but so I mean, they were a role model to you, and
Yes.
evidently they impressed on you enough to where
Yeah.
you kept going. Did you feel that? Did you know that as you were doing it up on the stage last year?
I think I was in so much shock.
Scared to death?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
I
I
was
wasn't
very,
even
very, very
thinking.
nervous. I was not thinking at
Yeah.
all. Whatever was coming out of my mouth, it just
I was like,
happened.
just don't trip.
Yes.
Don't trip on the stage.
Yes.
No one can see you trip.
Well, if I remember last year, a lot of you gals had dresses that they had long trains and they were big.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know I'm gonna fall. I'm telling you, if that's me. Not that I
My
do
heels
that, but
are so short because I cannot.
Yeah,
walk
no,
in
I can
heels.
barely walk in cleats. I have to have like that much of a heel.
What'd you say? You barely walk in cleats?
I can barely walk in cleats.
That's hilarious. You both are funny. Well, you guys are role models, and you've done extremely well, of course. You know, it's just probably from a long line of queens and princesses that have done well and represented not only the fair but the community in entirety well. And you're off to Purdue.
Mm.
Is that correct? Can we
Yes.
say that?
Yeah.
I know you said you wanted to. I don't know if it was a fact yet. Are you gonna run for anything ever again or no?
So I might run for fall foliage queen, but I'm done running for queen. For fair queen, you can't run again.
You can't re-win.
Yes, you cannot re-win. But yeah, I'm attending Purdue in the fall to study law.
So you're thinking about fall foliage queen
Yes.
here in town.
Yeah.
Interesting. We'd have to have you back on at that point. Now, can you run? You can run against her as a fall foliage queen.
No.
No, what's
I-
the limit on that?
I have to be 17. I won't make the cutoff, so I can't do it until next year.
Oh, wow.
I can't do it this year
is there a princess or junior miss or whatever they call it?
It's junior miss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
Junior miss, and then yeah.
So talk about some experience, though, and you guys would already know the ropes. Go in there and take it over. So, no. Anyway, very honored to have you two in here. I had totally forgot until you said like 22. I was like, yeah, I remember now. You guys were there. I was there. It's Spirit of Life, knowing it. Honest, there's a video.
Somewhere.
Couldn't find it. So, Daphne, anything else you would like to add or discuss?
No, just come out and support these ladies.
I know one thing we need to hit on. Sponsors of the show.
Yes. Of course, we have the Morgan County Fair Board. They have been great in supporting us and doing whatever I ask them to do, or they've been great support. I went to their meeting a few weeks ago, and the thing I love about Morgan County is that I looked out in that crowd of Fair Board members, and a lot of them were the same ones I saw
Right.
growing up in 4-H, but then I also see the newer generation too. So it was kind of like being at home. So the Fair Board's been great support. I have two awesome committee members that have been guiding me through this, Ellen Wilson Pruitt and Chrissy Woods. They've been awesome. Ellen was my director when I was in pageants, so and we like to judge together. As far as people who are sponsoring gifts for the Queen or the Court, I want to give a shout out to Her Boutique here in town, Wood and Cotton here in town, Berries and Ivy, Brian Jackson with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance has been great. Tiffany Richardson Frank, she was Miss Morgan County in 1996. She's donated, so we've had some really great sponsors, and just hope to grow it in the future.
Excellent. I wanted to make sure we hit that. I was like, stuff's important.
Yes.
If someone would like to become a sponsor of the fair pageant, they go through the fair itself, or can they go through you?
They can go through me, and the best thing is to reach out, message us on
Facebook page,
Facebook.
Messenger, or something. Yeah.
I'm Daphne Kivett Whitmire on Facebook. You can find me there. So
Very cool. Ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
It was my honor to have you guys in. I appreciate you guys coming in, and I wish you nothing but the best. Maybe we'll see you guys back in here.
Hopefully,
soon?
2 years.
Yeah, 2
hopefully.
years for you, but yeah, maybe. Well, you could still win Junior Miss at the fall foliage.
No, I did that last year. I won that. No, I won. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I did not mean it like that. I
won that.
promise.
Did you
I
win?
promise.
Been there, done that. Oh, got the crown.
So you're the reigning Junior Miss?
No, I crowned Sienna Alexander, which is she's doing it this year. But
So
I
you were
crowned
Junior Miss
her
2 years ago.
Yes.
So you can't do it
I
again.
cannot do it again.
But she can run for
I'm
queen.
so sorry, anyone out there watching. I did not mean it like
That
that.
was great.
That was that was good. Matter of fact, I've won that. I can't do it again. I got to wait around for Queen.
I did not mean it like that
But
at
I
all.
will say one of my favorite things in the past 10 years I've been involved is seeing how these girls, they grow, not only in the pageant, but in life in general, and how successful they become. We've got somebody who's a sheriff's deputy now. We've got somebody who is getting a chiropractic degree. It's just really amazing because we know that these girls are special. All the girls in the pageant are special, and just to see how they have just spread their wings and fly, for the lack of
When you
better
develop
words.
those good work ethics and habits, you have to do something like this, and if you maintain those through life, you're going to be successful. It just depends on you and which scale of success you want. So, and obviously with Hannah and a few others, they've really done well with it.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I promise.
Now we want to see that on TikTok, snapped right there, and that would be awesome.
I didn't mean it like
Can
that.
you do the
I
TikTok
swear.
stuff? Can you cut that? It's on Porch. So this will be on Porch Time Forever.
Okay.
So you track down the video. Do like the
Great.
last 46,
Great.
40, 45 minutes into it.
I didn't mean it like that.
Then when she runs next, you'll be like, "Hey, what about this right now?"
Yeah, ruined my chances of winning.
No,
You're gonna think I'm
not at
cocky.
all.
No, it was so funny when you said that. No, I already lost.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't know how to put it.
This is
This is so bad.
this is a fact. You guys were more nervous in here tonight than what you were in the States when you
That's-
first came in tonight.
Yeah, that's my excuse for that. I didn't know really what to say. It
You're
just
not.
came out.
That's from a long line of people that come in. She's been on before, so she had a little heads up on it. But so many people come in here and they're scared to death. But the minute they get through it and we shut the cameras off, then it's like blah 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 blah. I'm like,
That scared me.
what? Why weren't you like that? One of the worst things we do in here is when I bring a guest on, and I'm not going to call out any names, but so you did blah blah blah. Yep. You're not helping me. Help
Yes.
me help you. Answer a question, and we're going to roll with it. You know what I mean?
And that's one thing we teach in interviews for
Yes.
the queens
Oh.
and princesses.
Yes, you keep the conversation. I'll guide you as much as I can, but you got to
You
keep
gotta
that
give
kind of give me some give and take, and
Get
we can work
something to
with
work
it.
with, yeah.
And you
think-
guys did well
I think interviews are such an important part in a pageant, and it helps you grow as a person
In
so
life.
much.
In life, yes.
Yes.
Do you realize that once you get into the workforce, you're being interviewed every day, and you don't even
You don't even realize
It's
it.
not even an interview, but it is. You know what I mean? Ashley,
Let's just forget about that real quick.
Ashley, thank you. Clip that, please. And we'll... Anyway, we can laugh about it in 3 years from now when she's getting the crown up to somebody else. I know your parents are proud of you. Are they sad about coming Saturday, or are they glad it's over?
I don't know. They're probably glad it's over because they spent a lot of money.
On dresses.
Yes, on dresses.
Part of it.
Yeah.
Got a queen
it
for a
is.
daughter. So,
Yeah.
hey, you're going to Purdue. There's a lot more money to be spent.
Oh yeah.
So,
I hear about it all the time.
it's good. All right. I think we're done, Daphne. I think we've hit everything. We've talked about sponsors.
Yes, thank you
Don't
so much.
This
Don't
Saturday.
forget the fair. It's July 7th to the 15th.
Thank you. This Saturday, 1 p.m.
1 p.m. Mooresville High School.
Mooresville High School. $5 to get in.
Into
Cash
door
only.
2.
Door 2.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because somebody will be jerking on door 1.
Yes.
We couldn't get in. Poor son, they didn't let us in. You went to the wrong door, dude. All right. Anything else? Closing statements? Macy?
I think I'm good. I'm just sad to give my title up, but I know it'll be
But to
exciting
keep the
once
sash
you
and
give
keep
it.
the crown, right?
Yes, but once you give it up, it'll be. I'm excited to watch the new princess grow.
Grow, right.
Mhm.
I'm so excited to see who.
There you go.
I
Daphne?
know. I always say it's always fun to welcome a new sister in the sisterhood and tell Alyssa she's a has-been now. So
I've been telling people I'm officially retired in 1 week.
Call my people.
But I will say I did get a little teary last night when I put her name on the spreadsheet.
Right. Has to be tough. It's been a year of growing.
I'm real proud of her. She's done a great job.
Yeah, me and Macy were crowned exactly a year ago.
Exactly a
today.
year ago today.
Very cool. Yeah, it's still got a week left. So,
Mm.
well, ladies, God bless you. Wish you nothing but luck from here on out. Try to be there Saturday. No guarantees. But if not...
It's a busy day.
Huh?
It's a busy day.
It is. I got a lot of stuff going on right now outside of here. But I may pop in there. I like to do what I did last year. Just pop in with the iPad and cover it. I remember door 2. I'll get stuck. So, Daphne, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Maybe once, if not for sure, I want to get the winners in here.
Absolutely.
At least get them on air if I can't come Saturdays.
We will make that happen.
Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in tonight and keeping us going and throwing your jabs at Macy and listen. So we had fun with it. So love you guys. Tomorrow is Monday. I think I've got a show tomorrow night. I got a Monday music hour tomorrow night. I know I got one Wednesday.
Mhm.
She'll be back in here Wednesday. You coming back in here with her on Wednesday?
What if I could?
All right. Love you guys. We will see you tomorrow night.